Hi guys, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video on a vintage pachinko machine. Certainly if you like to see these, click on subscribe, click on the like button, and visit magicpachinkorestorations.com. This is a 1978 Model B from Nishijin. This is one of a number of machines that I've done for a collector down in Florida. It's interesting, he picks these out and then sends them to me, and he always says, did I do okay when I picked it out? And I kind of chuckle, but he's got a good eye. I can see what the potential in a machine, so I know what it's going to look like when I'm all done with it. And I keep telling him, yep, you're doing a great job picking out machines. These are cool. I really like this center attraction. Let me open that up so you can probably see it a little better without the glare. Actually, let me move this in so you can get a good look at it. This center attraction is very, very cool. I did some painting on it. I painted the watering pot. I painted his suspenders and his mustache. I'll talk about that in just a second. When the ball goes in, it'll spin this. It also spins his bow tie, and then if it drops through the middle, it'll open these tulips. If it goes on either side, it'll open these tulips. So it's a very cool center attraction. And the previous owner had put an LED array strip in here, and I left that intact. So we'll show you that once we get the machine up and running. So this is really very nice machine. I like it a lot. It's a pretty machine. Full restoration, new play field. You guys know how I do all of that. This particular collector is a big fan of the red mahogany. This originally was in a cabinet that somebody built. We decided to get rid of that. It wasn't a bad cabinet, but we just decided to get rid of that and bring back the red mahogany because it's such gorgeous wood. So this did not have the original Nishijin fuse block here, so I basically make my own. This doesn't even have a fuse. One of the things that somebody was talking about the other day is what size fuse. My opinion, it's 12 volts. It's such low current, low voltage, and the lights are on so briefly that to need a fuse or worry about the size of the fuse, to me, is just not an issue. If somebody thinks I'm wrong, I'm certainly welcome to listen to anybody else's argument. So I did some rewiring here, got all of this ball out light and then the LED strip. Normally there would have been two incandescent bulbs right here. So there's the back. Again, when you set these machines up with a Nishijin Model B, you want to make sure that your ball dump latch is secure. I always mark them in red, make sure the two red pieces are together. And then you want to make sure that your seesaw is in the up position. So I've got another little red arrow here. Just push up on that. If it's down, that's no good. If it's up, that's where you want it to be. So balls are going to go in, come around, stop in the chamber. Once the machine is set, a winning ball comes down, hits the end of the seesaw, tips it. It'll come through, go down here, push down on the jackpot arm. The jackpot arm will come up and release the balls, and then the whole thing resets. Okay. So as always, start out with just a handful of pachinko balls. Make sure they run down into the jackpot chamber. Let me get this plugged in so you can see the ball outline. So everything's loading up good. You want to put the vast majority of the balls that you have in the upper hopper. Pachinko machines need to be full of pachinko balls to work properly. You will need some sort of a catch tray. The winning ball comes out here, the losing ball drops out there. So you need something similar to this. So we'll put the balls in here, put the tray back. Now before I start to launch some balls here, I told you I did some painting, and I did have somebody ask me the other day what kind of paint I use. This is the green that I used for the pot, and bring that in as close as I can. It's a liquid paint, it's a water-based paint, and it's specifically designed to paint on glass. I guess sort of simulate stained glass on glass. It's nice to use it because it is water-based. I thin it down, and then it allows you to go in and paint and be a little bit sloppy, because then you can wipe it off. And then what I also do on most all of the trim pieces is you've got the black outline. So once you go in and paint, you may have painted over the black line, wiping it off because it's water-based paint, and then I just go in with a black magic marker and make these lines a little bit blacker. You want to make sure that you don't obviously hit anything with a permanent marker, because it's a little tougher to get off. But if you're careful, you can outline that whole thing and really make it sharp. Okay. Right now I don't have the feet on this machine. You want your machines to tip back just a little bit, so I'm just going to put a couple of little bottle caps under here to tip it back just a touch, and then we'll just start to launch some balls here and show the machine in action. Okay, so you saw it pay out once, and we got the LED array to light up. Let me cheat it here, and I'll show you when you drop it down through the center. So that time it opened this tulip. If you want to watch here, let me bring this in and see if we can get a shot of it. Watch the top part will spin, and watch his bow tie. It went down the center again. So let me see if I can get a ball to go down this way. It keeps going down the center, so. All right, now we've got the tulips open. You obviously are going to win more now. So that's the 1978 Nishijin. One thing to note, these pieces here are actually from Model Cs. Model Cs came in around 78, 79. So Nishijin obviously had been producing these parts here and still had a lot of B parts left over. So this is actually kind of a hybrid machine. B guts and a C front. So interesting machine, the Super DXs. So there you go. Hope you like it, and we'll see you next time.